It's your boy Cat Israel with Reflections, Diary of a Broken Heart, Volume 1. To recap, this vlog series is about my experiences with Barack Obama in the 2.5 years I worked for him. And it's a subplot love story.
It's an ode to black love.
Yep, the black love.
So this is part 2.
This is the second episode of the series. And I'm the main character, and my ex is also that main character.
Susan, can I say something before you kick it off?
Oh, no doubt.
Dude, you killed them last vlog with her heart still beating inside you.
Oh, no doubt.
That was, man, I said that about 2 times to 2 different people.
You know, it's funny. I'm gonna get to the broken heart part down the road, but even according to her, I broke her heart first.
Okay, okay.
So I'm assuming she broke mine.
Let's keep it.
Later,
let's keep it. We giving little secrets. Okay, let's take it from part 2.
Okay. So January 2013 is when we first encountered. Beforehand, I worked for the Barack Obama campaign in 2012, October 2012 in Pacific. We had our headquarters on West Market Street when I was introduced to a lady named Gabrielle. We called her Gabby. And my father, he was involved in the Barack Obama campaign. So my first 2 days there, I learned a little bit of the game, how they operate, how they recruit people to do phone banking. What's the other one? Canvassing. Yeah, how I forget that. And data entry. So I got a little bit exposure of it. We ended up meeting in January 2013, like I said before, and it was like a small introduction. I didn't really pay no attention at first, and she had me do some canvassing actually. So I canvassed a large jurisdiction in the city of Akron, and I was kind of get the hang of it a little bit. We had a couple events, one at a church on the west side, and I started to see she was kind of coming on to me a little bit. But at that time, I wasn't really paying too much attention of it at first. Barack Obama created an organization called Organized for Action. It was birthed January 13th, 2014, if I can recall. So we had a couple meetings on the west side, and our first official launch was February 22nd, 2014, 2 days after my birthday. And we had to do a gun violence prevention event at Open Pantry on Copley Road. I think, if I remember, at that particular time, a young man got killed at Open Pantry. So they was doing the event in honor of him. At that time, I was just on the outskirts, just really observing. But they gave me an assignment to contact, newspaper areas, Akron Beacon Journal, the reporter. At the time, shout out to the reporter.
The reporter newspaper
I gotta shout them out. They gave us 48 hours to do the day of action. So we ended up putting it together. We got some people down there, some speakers. Dorita Davis, Stop the Violence Akron movement, was one of the ones that headed the event. Shout out to Dorita, by the way. And she had ended up showing up that day. And we talked for a little bit. I got interviewed by Akron Beacon Journal about serving the community. So I said my little piece. I didn't think nothing of it at first. And that's when we kind of hit off a little bit. But like I felt a feeling like in my heart, in my soul a little bit, but I couldn't identify what it was. But it was a positive.
That early in the game, you felt something?
Yeah, I felt it. I just didn't recognize it. From the last vlog, I was saying I was coming off the rap game, so I had a negative mindset. I had to, because that was the nature of the business. So it was hard for me to jump from the rap game to the politics game. It's two different worlds. So it's kind of hard to intermix. So down the road, we ended up having like a lot of more meetings. We got involved with the Akron Urban League. So that was kind of fun too. That was actually my favorite, because when the Akron Urban League was on East Market Street, I used to hoop there. I used to go to Mr. Heroes next door, eat the food all the time. I did my karate there with my sensei, Victor Jackson. Shout out to Victor Jackson and my other sensei, Darren. I mean, he rest in peace too. And he was, I never forget, he used to put me in horse stands all the time because I used to get in trouble all the time. But it was all good though. So down the road, we kind of hit off a little bit, but I was kind of depressed at the time, walking away from $500,000. So I never really had a chance to really take the relationship seriously. That was a mistake. One of my last events I did for Organized for Action in 2013, we had an event. It was a gun violence event, actually. It was at a church on the west side. And we had to hold some flyers and stuff like that. And I kind of gave up on politics because at that time I wasn't feeling it. I was feeling her, but I didn't understand it. Now, when I say this, women, y'all are very intelligent, very unique people.
Speak on
When
that.
y'all
God.
want a man, y'all put your men that you want in position for you to have them, basically. And normally when y'all do that, y'all put us in better position than we are.
Give it up.
It's
bro.
just for us men, we got to recognize it, to understand what's happening for it to really be successful as far as relationship wise. So that was like August 2013. Now I'm gonna fast forward to May 2014. I had watched a show on Fox News and all things. It was an Organizing for Action event they had on a particular show. I'm not gonna say the show's name, but what made me come back to Organizing for Action was it was some women on there that they was interviewing, and they was disrespecting them so much. One of the women, they all was black too, by the way, was crying real bad, and nobody in the audience was defending them. I mean, it was outright disrespect. I mean, they wasn't dealing with the issues. They was attacking the person, attacking our culture, attacking the people. And I felt some kind of way about that. So a week later, I had contacted her, see how she was doing and everything. And she kind of wanted me to get back in politics again. So, but at that time, I was kind of like motivated to really get back into it. So June 6, 2014, I had got into it, and I kind of got my first mission, which was to go to Columbus to do a Senate hearing. Now this was dope. I gotta say this because this was the first experience I ever had where I've seen something that I thought I never would have saw without her love. It was a law called Stand Your Ground bill. Well, it was a bill. It was trying to be a law that they wanted to pass in Ohio Congress to be law. I read the stipulations of the bill, and the bill was not for us, not only as African Americans, but people in general, because it would have got a lot of people killed, particularly young African Americans. Now remember Tamir Rice, he got killed over a toy gun, and the way the police handled that situation. In a Stand Your Ground law, it would have been way worse. Now I'm not judging on what the officer's actions, but as far as everybody's opinion, it was a bad shoot. So in saying that, I ended up testifying at the Senate hearing against the bill. And my testimony was the reason why the bill got shut down.
Well, all right.
2-1.
Well, all right.
And before we close, we had a tour. Now, Ohio State Senator Nina Turner was the head senator for the building. She put us on a tour of the Ohio State House. And one thing I didn't know was the Underground Railroad actually runs through the State House.
That's
Literally.
good knowledge.
And they have a lot of history of the Underground Railroad, the first black politician in the state of Ohio. They have all that information in their tour. So I wanted to say that because for people who's listening out there, might want to go to Columbus and get on that tour. You'll
That's
see
dope.
something that you thought you'd never see, and it's
You know the name of the tour?
experience. I think it's an Underground Railroad tour, if I remember right.
Okay. Well, listen, man. Take us out of here, man.
No doubt. This is Cat Israel with Reflections, Diary of a Broken Heart, Volume 1. Be looking out for the next episode coming soon. Peace.